Just thought I'd come on and do my Good Thinking live. It's nice to see you. So, I just thought I would have a think with you about self-care today. Self-care is bandied around quite a lot, isn't it, in the media, especially at the moment in these COVID times. And I think self-care is really important. But I think today I'd like to talk to you about what it is exactly and why perhaps we struggle with it. So, in my work with people, we often see, well, we always see really, this is like developmental theory, is that people tend to treat themselves in the way that they have been treated by others as they were growing up. Um, so if we haven't had a very good template for other people taking care of us, we're more likely to not take care of ourselves that well in future. So why that's important is, if we are feeling under the weather, it depends how we were treated when we were under the weather, when we were younger. If we're feeling really upset, it depends how that was treated and how we were responded to when we were in that position when we were younger. We often revert back to our earliest experiences of things. And I'm not feeling tip top today, I won't lie. I feel like I've got a bit of a sore throat, a little bit sniffly, a bit fatigued. I think I'm probably fighting a cold. I'm trying to win, because both my kids are, snotty, as they would usually be at all times of the year. But yeah, so I think I've just got a lot of like virus stuff around, but I don't think it's the virus. No, you can't say the word virus anymore without people starting to get a bit panicked. So you'll be pleased that we're on remote therapy, remote FaceTime stuff today, because I'm no danger to you with my sniffly germs. So what's really interesting is that today I allowed myself to care for myself as I would care for others. So what I did was I had a bit of a sore throat, and I thought, in this position, if someone said they were feeling a bit sniffly, I would ask if they wanted me to make them a hot honey and lemon. And so I sliced myself up a lemon, got like an eighth of a lemon, squeezed it into a cup, got myself a spoonful of honey, boiled the kettle, mixed it all up, and then I drank that before I had my breakfast because it's really nice on the throat. But I literally don't think I've ever made that for myself, and yet I've offered it to other people. Kids don't want it, do they? They don't want that. But that's, I'm good at caring for others, and that's the kind of thing that I would offer them. And part of me wanted to have toast and just be like, just feeling a bit sulky. But actually, I thought, well, if someone's feeling unwell, what I would do is try and think about meeting their nutritional needs. Trying to make sure that they're getting some kind of vitamin C in what they're eating, and that they've got something warm for their throat rather than something scratchy like toast. And so I made myself like a porridge with some sultanas in it and some apple, like hot apple, and put a bit of cinnamon in there, because when you've got a cold you can't taste very much, so you need like a little bit more. And so rather than give myself toast which has like zero nutritional value, although is kind of stodgy and comforting, I made myself something that was going to be really kind of useful and nurturing and make me feel hopefully better and cared for. And I just want to really encourage you to think about allowing yourself to treat yourself as you would treat others. It's especially important when you're upset. It's especially important when you're unwell. But you're more likely to allow people, time to think, time to process, time to grieve, time to react. And I just want us to make sure that in terms of our self-care, that rather than how we would have been treated ourselves when younger, or how we treat ourselves now, they might be the same thing, that we encourage ourselves to think about how we treat other people, because actually the evidence is that we're very unlikely to treat other people how we treat ourselves. So even if we've been treated badly as children, that then leads to our messages about how to treat ourselves, but we're unlikely to treat other people like we've been treated because we know how that feels. But in terms of keeping things perpetual and keeping things predictable and stopping our risk behaviours from screaming out at us, we are often more likely to kind of perpetuate treating ourselves not that great or not that compassionately. So I would welcome your thoughts on this. How do you treat and respond to yourself when you're under the weather, or when you feel like you're just, burning the candle at both ends? So yeah, I would welcome your thoughts on that. I hope you found this useful. I hope you found this empowering. This life thing of ours is not all easy. Every day is a school day, and in terms of compassion, we've got to be able to keep practicing and using skills in compassion. We could be compassionate every day for like a year, but very much like if we went running every day for a year or ate healthy food every day for a year, but then stopped, it would catch up with us, and before too long we wouldn't be that fit, and we'd be eating food that wasn't as healthy as it could be for us. So it's really important that we continue to show and demonstrate and model compassion for ourselves, and that could look like a number of different things. That could look like writing a compassionate journal, or just treating ourselves with compassion, with gratitude, with understanding, with acceptance. So I'd really welcome your thoughts on this, and if you've got any questions about it, I'd be happy to answer them. I am running these Ask Me Anything questions sort of once a week, so it will be either on a Wednesday or a Thursday, usually in the afternoon, but I had a bit of time this morning, so I thought I'd come on this morning. So if you want to drop me a question, please feel free. Otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Please do feel free to like and share and comment if you've enjoyed this content, because it means that I know that it's being valued and it's useful. Okay, lovely. Have a lovely rest of day. If you want to be notified about every time I go live, I'll pop a link at the top of this broadcast as well so that you can do that. Take care. Nice to see you. Bye.